Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 23rd, 2018. I'm Joe Paul, the local president. I have a lot of things to talk about, so I'm going to try to squeeze them in 6 or 7 minutes at best. This morning at 9 o'clock, Bob McSorley, your vice president, and I are going to meet with the new postmaster of the Orlando installation, Diane Tyndall, and she's coming from Melbourne. We'd like to establish some kind of rapport with her to let her know the problems that we are having out in our stations, which we have 23 of them. And we have a lot of issues with attendance problems, some managers kind of mistreating our employees, and a lot of managers doing bargaining unit work and having other crafts do our work. Those are problems for us. So we're going to establish that early and see where she stands with that. Hopefully she stands with us, knowing that they shouldn't do it. If not, we're going to continue pushing just like we have been. So I'll let you know more about that after we meet with her. The Function 1 schedulers in the Orlando PNDC and the Seminole PNDC, the Orlando PNDC, they've already started the second round for Tour 1, 2, and 3. So those are going to be 10 days, and I think it started Friday. And with any luck, we're going to have a lot of people bidding, some people bidding out, and maybe this closed section bidding will stop after a little while. It shouldn't last real long. We would like to hope not anyway. And then as long as there's people with retreat rights back to the section, there's still going to be closed section. So keep an eye on that. And when you get your sheets for bidding, make sure you bid on the jobs that you want. The Seminole PNDC, they're going to start their second round on Tour 1 this week. So I wanted to let you know that. So also keep an eye on that. This accessing event for the Seminole PNDC, just like I suspected, stopped. So we're told now that it's going to stop. So they're not going to be accessing the two clerks, into the custodial craft. They're going to get rescinding letters on that saying that we're already stopped the accessing. So that's what's going on with that. A good thing, people that want to get into the maintenance craft from the clerk craft, I'm in the process of working with Robert Roman, an in-service register. So once we get something like that, everybody can put their names on the register that would like to be considered to go into that craft. If you go into the custodial craft, you could try to work your way up to ET and MM and MPE and things like that. But as we get more information, I'll post that out. And Ben Love, you can also speak to Ben about it. He'll also be involved in that. Let's talk about attendance-related suspensions. Non-stop. IIs all the time. By the way, if they call you in for an II, request a steward. If you don't request a steward, they don't have to give you one. Always request one. So that's another big thing. Stewards, I have another class coming up next week, which I've got 5 people already scheduled for it. I'm going to send them letters. That way they're going to give that to their managers and schedule all the time so they can actually be here. Anybody else from any of the plants or AOs, Tour 1, 2, and 3 in any plant, we need your help. We need your help to fight management because we have a lot of things going on and it's hard to keep track of every single thing. We've got 102 offices, 3 plants, 3 crafts. It's very difficult, but we need everybody's help to preserve our jobs and our futures and our livelihoods. We need everybody. So if you're interested, contact me, jpaulapw@gmail.com, or our phone number at 407-854-6396. And let me know because I have one in a week or so. Let's see, the 21-day e-reassign. All these, we have a lot of people, a lot of PSEs. We want PSEs converted to career. We want PTFs converted to full-time. But right now, with the accessing all over the country, the 21-day e-reassign is bringing in employees, full-time regulars, clerks, into residual vacancies because they're coming from impacted facilities. So even in Lakeland, right now, we had 4 jobs on that list, but I'm told as of yesterday, there's 5 people that want to come in. So we'll see. And that's a process because what happens with that is after management finds out of these people who want to come, they have to send them a letter, and within 10 days, they have to say yes or no because they could change their mind. Another interesting thing that you might need to know is if someone's coming from outside, let's just say New Jersey, and they elect to come down to Lakeland or Apopka or someplace like that, then if it has a window on it, they make them study the window class up there. If they fail it, then they go to somebody else. But if you're within our district and you go to another job like that within the district, they let you go right then. And if you fail it, you could be terminated. So it's kind of wishy-washy, but it's kind of odd. Let's talk a little bit about the 3971s. Bob is having a lot of problems with this out in our AOs and out in our stations and branches. Submit them. In Lakeland and the Orlando PNDC and the Seminole PNDC, you submit your 3971s in triplicate. Get a copy back, signed and dated, because we do have a certain time frame where if they don't get back to you, it's approved. As a matter of fact, in Lakeland it's 48 hours. I believe it's 72 hours. It is 72 hours in Seminole and the Orlando PNDC. And in the AO offices, it's not really like that, but you need a copy back. So get it in duplicate and always get a copy signed and dated. We haven't, remember initially maybe 6-8 months ago, I mentioned impasse items. Well, we have an arbitration coming up in February. They accepted our arbitration, our case, and we're arguing the PSEs and the clerk craft to be counted in the percentages in the PNDCs, and out in the associate offices where horrible language for incidental, it says will be at management's discretion. We're fighting that. We don't believe that's fair for our employees. Let's see. We have a new staffing package still in the Orlando PNDC. We're fighting job bid reversions, the staffing packages, the line H's everywhere. We're fighting all those. We're having difficulties getting all the information. But Peter is working on the one in Seminole. Ben and Horace are working on the other ones in Orlando, Lakeland, and Kissimmee. So we're really keeping a keen eye on that, and we're working hard on that. It's hard. We try to keep these things at the local level. I'm getting questions about, well, why don't you send those up? Well, we want to try to get them taken care of at step 1 and 2, because if they go to step 3, it's out of our hands. It could be a couple years before we hear about it. We want to get resolved for our people today in our local. We don't want to send these up into a black hole someplace. We want to do the best we can for our members. Let's see what else we have. The Veera. Pay attention to the Veera. It may not be in the best interest of everybody. There's a lot of questions coming to us, and we're not really professionals here on the Veera. I did send it out to everybody that's on my email list. It's a 91 questions and answers. You can call shared services, and they can give you even more additional information, which is probably more accurate. The 91 questions and answers, I read over them. Bob read over them. We're looking at them. It's very difficult to understand. Basically, what you need to know is in the first 25 questions. Let's see what else we have here. Well, right now, let's see real quick. I'm looking down, which is really weird. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have for today. In February, we'd like to see you at our union meeting. I believe it's going to be on the 8th. It's the Thursday, the second Thursday of every month. And thank you all for being proud members of the Central Florida Area Local. And if you need us, you call us. We're always there. Thank you.